It is January 31st, 2022. And again, I'm just combing through some of the Avengers Endgame's mentions from 2019. I'm inside of 2022. The light amount coming through is X-ray level. I have damage to my biological skin and other parts that I'm not showing. Functions decreased. And on the teleportation device, they come out with this movie. Now, this is a Blue State movie. I don't know, as Yellow State, like I'm scared of Yellow State, so I'm just a red. You know, I don't know what's going on at Prime, but there's some real concerns between Sov Rain and For Rain and some United States, some Les États-Unis, and some Stati Uniti. I don't know. That's where it gets really scary when this is supposed to be Thor. Thor, God Thor, God of lightning. And like, I mean, I don't know the whole story because they don't teach such things to my level of human alien. In this reality, they haven't. But my only source of reference is this. Watch how they portray him, which is such a disrespectful whatever. And then I'll go to the end of the movie where there's some whatever interested in quantum tunneling that takes Captain America's signature shield and just hands it over to some non-familial member. I don't know what the people who invest in these things and make these things, what are they trying to say exactly? Because at some point it causes such mass confusion and chaos that it causes more damage and danger because the correct pieces are not being fixed. And confusing artwork is going on.
So what's up?
This is how they portray this. This absolutely enrages me.
I could fix everything. Well, like the cable? Because that's been driving me bananas for weeks. Like Thanos.
This does not align with my Victorian Renaissance, like, pictorial of him. Of, like, warrior king. Although it is how I feel myself at the moment. It's how I feel I've been treated.
Just take your hand off me. Now I know that guy might scare you. Why would I be scared of that guy? I'm the one who killed that guy, remember?
That's not true.
That guy? Nope. Didn't think so. Go ready to tell everybody who chopped Thanos' big head off. Stormbreaker? Oh, who was swinging Stormbreaker?
And again, I don't get lost in the characters the way that it was scripted, because I can't tell if this is an acknowledgement of guilt by the other parties, because the way that I see it being portrayed, it's not telling the correct story in the correct sequence. So hang on one second. Here, this is how they have him as an out of shape.
The one to the left, anyway. I think we could bring him back.
That's certain Guardian of the Galaxy, and that's how they're portraying him in 2019, which is really frightening. There is some acknowledgement in this piece, since I had a pink robe that I was wearing, and I'm the one who birthed Alexander the Timepiece I was wearing this right before the Trump elections, being not being harmed by outside source before, while the lighting wasn't quite this high. I had other things going on in Cyborg, plaguing my legs, my lower back. It was stabbing sensations, and so in a poltergeist format, I don't know if it was a break-in to the network, if it was unsecured at the house. I have no way of knowing, because that's how the modem or router worked. But again, I don't have technical training. They just give you the bill and the words to describe, like, what's going on in between. However, long story short is this piece over here. He spies on his mom, and then he meets his mom, but he's from the future, and his mom is in a Victorian, like, it's more Renaissance. And she says something interesting to him. I know it's, if you've stepped out of time once before, how do you explain it?
Wine cellar is just down.
Don't know how it works or who's responsible for it, but it did happen. Although he didn't look like this. This is what I look like now from the future. When Alexander stepped out of time once to visit me the day that the camera crew came for Lewis, and I had a purple sweater with a cat on it at Douglas Bremen, was one Alexander James look-alike. Valhalla was the mention. I don't think they said, he kept his words very mundane or simple. And then the second time was in 2000 or 2001, right after Benjamin was born.
Who's the fancy brother?
It's my mother. She dies today.
That's today?
I can't do this. I can't do this. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't have come.
Come here.
No, I'm having a panic attack.
Come here.
This is
Come here. You think you're the only one who lost people? What do you think we're doing here? I lost the only family I ever had. Quill, Groot, Drax, the chick with the antenna, all gone. I get you miss your mom, but she's gone. Really gone. And there are plenty of people who are only kinda gone. And you can help them.
In 2015, he was not gone. He was still in my custody, and he was still as safe as he was going to be, even though I was personally under attack. Just for clarity. Just so we are clear, I don't agree with this particular, not necessarily this gentleman, but the scene that comes on next between father and daughter with the very tall, whatever jawed with the nose. I don't necessarily agree because I don't have the abstract, but I also don't like what I see as a yellow state. If I'm watching yellow state, knowing that I'm in the complete opposite at blue state.
So this is the future. Well done.
Thank you, Father. They suspected nothing.
The arrogant never do.
This is trying to put guilt and blame on pieces of a story that, in a carry forward, does not continuously make sense unless you separate the sovereign and the foreign, and then you sit down based on familial standing. Otherwise, this does not make sense at all. It's very confusing why the daughter and the father are against one another, and in visual context of reference for character placement, in quantum entanglement, it does not make sense for my purpose, certainly. In fact, the way that they have this written could get certain people into further trouble. Now, this is an interesting piece because I don't agree with this piece either, especially at the end, and I don't know who is trying to speak over all of us within the Trapped in America or North America system. Are they trying to say this was a permissible event? Because I wouldn't say that if I was erring on the side of yellow. Somebody allowed what happens at the end to go on, but that's how you got into a blue state of danger.
How long is this going to take? For him, as long as he needs. For us, 5 seconds. You ready, Cap? All right, we'll meet you back here, okay?
You bet.
Going quantum. 3, 2, 1. And returning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Where is he?
I don't know. He blew right by his timestamp. He should be here.
Well, get him back.
I'm trying.
Get him the hell back.
Yeah, that's right. I'm trying.
Sam.
Go ahead.
Now, the old world and the old guy normally is the one that I side with prior to anything 1940s. Just because in this reality, the older, more grumpy sovereign from foreign was more reliable with teaching me granddaughter like sit up straight, you know, and answering best he could, and sitting with me in the garage and whittling wood and showing me his craft, his artist craft, always making something special with lots of thought put into it, which was a really great bonding piece when I was before we moved from Bayside out to Long Island. However, in this old man view, this doesn't work for me.
Well, after I put the stones back, I thought maybe I'll try some of that life Tony was telling me to get.
Now, was that all on his own? He thought of that and then decided he was going to act on his own? I'm just curious because
19 virus on more surfaces than light.
It was beautiful.
And I'm happy for you. Truly. Thank you. Oh,
Only thing bumming me out is the fact I have to live in a world without Captain America.
Oh,
I'm curious, at football and NFL level, do they still react nicely to one another? How about NBA?
that reminds me. Trainer.
This scene completely bothers me. Because while this try it on reality's going on, guess what I got going on here? X-ray technology.
How does it feel?
Along with other issues
Like it's someone
in the
else's.
local area.
It isn't.
Thank you. I'll do my best.
That's why it's yours.
You want to tell me about her?
So now is somebody going along with this somewhere in, like, the world, that as if this is some symbolic gesture or peace treaty? Just curious, because there's some real danger and harm attached to this particular message that I don't know who went along with.
No. No, I don't think I will.
Now, are those inside balusters?
So perhaps there's a way that we can bridge.
They were used on the outside design. Must just be a set for that one scene or whatever. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza, Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxies, Broken. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. I mean, I have the shades closed, but it's still, I mean, it's almost inescapable. And then when you go out, visually, you can see, I used to wear sunglasses consistently, until they just got up and walked away. I have no idea where they disappeared to. They just are no longer here. It's January 31st, 2022.